A unit coal train came out of Shaw loading facility with a traction problem. They want the additional motors we brought up to Sandpatch to help them get the train to Cumberland where the locomotives can be swapped out. Reporting as X570. We'll take the locomotives over to Salisbury Junction and couple up to B251. Let's climb aboard and get going. This is X570, requesting a track warrant from Sandpatch to Salisbury Junction. Over.
X570, subject to signal indications. Proceed from Sandpatch to Salisbury Junction. Over.
X570, subject to signal indications, proceeding from Sandpatch to Salisbury. Out.
But if you do see the little thing that's in the box there, do not worry about it. And that was that little box there. Hi everybody. Welcome to my stream. As you can see here, I am driving a 3,000 horsepower, basically two 3,000 horsepower locomotives. Right now I'm moving at three right now because I'm going to pick up a load, but I have to adjust the brakes so I can ride down. So when it moves, so I can ride down it slowly. I'm gonna release them now, so I can. Basically, if you like getting this game, you can also get. I will be doing other games on my channel. You see right here, there's a rock slide. That's been there for a while, really. I can also do other trains, which I have figured out a couple of other trains. Basically, if you have basically the train was going into the red, so I had to slow it down because of the gears, the gear ratio. This train does not. I technically I wouldn't say this train actually does have a transmission, but I just don't know where it's at because the wheels are the transmission right here. I believe this engine can go over a 100 mile an hour or 100 mile an hour, but otherwise, if you guys do challenge this train to a race, I wouldn't do it because the faster these trains are, the more worse you're gonna have to deal with getting hurt or something with the train. Just think of somebody that actually did do this. They would not have been happy for this at all. If someone took and challenged the train, say like you have like if you took a land car, like a land vehicle, just let's say like you took a basic, let's say like you took a hypercar, and you check like a hypercar that goes over, I'll say it's only 2,000 horsepower. And you challenged against a locomotive on tracks versus road. See, trains don't have to wait through traffic. They have to, well, technically they do, but they have to wait by lights. When the lights turn green, they go. When the lights turn orange, they have to slow down. When the lights turn red, they have to stop. Just like vehicles do. Locomotives, this is a 3,000 horsepower locomotive, and I'm going to pick up, I think, 37 or 38 coal cars, basically cars that are filled, basically train cars that are filled up with coal that have to get for the train. This has a special, in the back of the train, there is a special thing right here that that's like a tail light for the trains. That's hooked up to the train here. This actually hooks up to the part where the train has to get hooked up to the cars. Once the train gets took and brought here, the train gets taken and then gets. Right now, I have to go rescue another engine because the engine has a brake issue. Has a brake issue that I'm taking it back to where the train was supposed to be at, but the train had a malfunction with the brakes. So I got told, no, this is not GTA. This is Train Sim World 2. is where I drive 3 engines that are basically different. Basically, all types of different engines. I'm driving the locomotives that runs cargo that you see on the in real life, the train, you know, CSX. Basically, this train. These are basically 3,000 horsepower engines that I'm running. I can also run 2 different subways, which as you see here, the light changed to a red, so that means I was already through it. So once I'm through that red light, I don't have to stop until I get to the yellow light that's right here. That's right here on the one screen. When you see the one screen there, and it tells me the numbers right here, how many miles I am. So it's 35. That's to the 35 miles. So I'm gonna bump it up to 8 or 6. I meant. So that 4. Now I'm gonna bump it up to 5. And then I'm gonna bump it up one more to 6. So as I bump it up, as I bump it up more, the train, the more I bump it up, the more faster the train gets. And the more faster the motor will run more faster than. But once it goes downhill, the train will actually, if I go at high speed or I don't stop it in time, and the train goes over the speed limit, it will basically derail the train. So if I took and went over a certain miles per hour, I would take and derail the train on a turn, or the train will tip or something that causes it to not want to stay in place. But I'm out of the train, so I'm using it for me, I'm using a controller, but you can play it on PlayStation. I believe you can play it on PlayStation and PC. If you're looking at my character, this is my character right here. This is my character, and that's the guy I'm working for over there. He's the one that basically runs these trains. He's the one that gives orders to the dispatch. That's letting me know that I can go to not go. So basically, once I get a certain percentage of the rate, this game, I don't know if this game is multiplayer, because if it is, then you guys have it on PlayStation. You guys can get this game and you can play with me. But I believe this game is multiplayer. Okay, I'll let us know. So I'm going up a little more than what I'm supposed to. So you can see what a train does when it goes high speed. You can see that light flashing in the back. So I'm gonna stay up here because it's the highest area I can go. So I'm gonna speed past it. I'm gonna go in front of the train. Speed down below. Right now you can see I'm under the map right now because it is super thick. So like see, I'm under the train now. Now you can see right where I'm going. So since I'm under the map, I can see, because if you look down, there's nothing down here. This is just a floating land. You can see that under the map, I'm actually under the map. There's really nothing I can do except for go like this. And then I'm back. Then I'm gonna take it, since I'm at 5, I can actually set the controller down and actually go do something. And I can actually just go and let this drive by itself and let it go without me having to worry about it. So I'll see you guys.